Go all the way to the bottom 3 times, meaning top to bottom once, top to bottom twice, top to bottom 3 times, and that's it. Then we're getting the TDS that we're aiming for, which is 1.3. Did that answer your question? Again, do not shake the table when the water is in the coffee. Stay away from the people carrying the water because it's boiling water. We don't want to have any accidents. And then it's the cupping forms. You all have the cupping forms. The minimum allowed score in this forum is 80 points. We are assuming all the coffees in this competition are specialty coffee, right? So no scores below 80 points. If you are scoring below 80 points, we will do like this with your form, and it doesn't count, even if it's just 1 coffee. You're allowed to score 100 points if you want. It's good to try to score according to the calibration we had maybe yesterday. And very important, I am not going to look at how you scored acidity and so on. We're only looking at the final score. So make sure on each coffee the final score is very clear to read with a circle around it, and you have to put your name on the form because we don't want Morten Sletten to have in 10 forms. If the name is not on the form, we disqualify the form. If there's only 8 scores out of 9, we cannot use the form. So all 9 coffees needs to be scored. Let me just check my list. We have scales. Last year we had a big debate on whether or not to use scales. We have our house scientist plus, Morten Munchau, who can argue why the variability here will be, random for each coffee. So you don't really need to use scales. But if you want, there's scales over here. Feel free to use them. If you don't use the scales, fill the cups all the way to the top, like this. There should be, just a fraction with no liquid in top. We're aiming for 220 grams of water if you want to use the scales. Anyone wants to use the scales?
Specific table that want to use the scales, so we can set one table with scales and the rest without, and we can see if we can taste the difference.
No. There is nothing wrong in using scales, and we endorse it. But for this format, we don't feel that it's that necessary. But you can do it if you want. Anything else, yeah? And please stay away from the kitchen side, because we're going to run back and forth with the hot water. Clear?
Anybody want scales?
No, thank you.
You may start, and good luck.
Take off the lid.
What? That's from the marathon. Yes. Good job. Can you take the softer temperature?
Yeah. Beispielsweise?
Kind of like
Go down to the bottom of the table.
Yes, Everyone else is. There's always one guy, right? Don't press the orange. It was stupid. Can I start? Is that it?